Turn and I doing a 2v2. Beastmen on Beastmen versus Empire and Dwarves. Turin, how stoked are you for some action to fight some Beastmen, some horns and hooves?
I'm ready. The hooves are good to go. We're going to be fighting against the Empire and Dwarves, and I feel like there's kind of some thematics there. But as far as armies go, ItalianSpartacus is going to be handling the front line. The best score herds are Raiders. Raiders are actually quite good in this matchup. They can take down handgunners and stuff. And I'm going to be handling the Centaurs with throwing axes and just kind of a horde of random beasts. So it's going to be good. It looks like our opponents are ready. The time is now, my friend.
I shall press the start battle button.
Let's do it. Okay, so they're a little bit disconjointed. Look at that Dawi formation. Oh, dude, that hurts my eyes.
Oh my god. The Rubik's Cube of death.
So, advance on the dwarves. We can overwhelm them, I think. I think these guys, they're getting a little bit wild over there with the tactics, but you know what? Maybe we're going to like zerg too hard on the dwarves and the Empire can take us out. You never know. So, we'll see.
Man. We'll see what happens, right?
I'm throwing some boulders at him with the Eye of More Sleep.
Dude, I can see it just flying through the air. And like you were saying, it is somewhat thematic. Empire and Beastmen fight quite a bit. Maybe this is an engagement that's close enough to a dwarf hold where they figure, hey, we'll help out.
Well, it doesn't look like the dwarves want to help, though. It looks more like they're just like, you guys handle yourselves. We'll be in our box.
Deal with it, humans.
So I'm going to get the Harpies on the gyro bombers once the fighting starts, and then also the throwing axes can take down the gyro bombers, or the flying targets. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean.
Oh, I got you, dude.
So it looks like Empire has a fair amount of cav. They got Zentlers and Demogryph Knights over there getting a little bit hog wild. So you might want to engage like 2 Bestigors, like right up the pipe here. And I should probably leave one group to help out with the cav fight. So let's throw some boulders there. Okay, so the throwing axes, we're going to pile in, get on those guys. Let's get the Harpies going as well. Actually, the Harpies should be able to just shut them down alone. So I'm going to get the Harpies going after those bombers, and then you also have Raiders if you need.
Oh, I do indeed.
The Raiders are ready. We're just going to park some troops behind the Dawi army. I'll deal with the Empire Cav on the far side.
Okay.
Let's put the Eye of More Sleep up there. Good job getting your spears there to deal with those shenanigans.
Yeah, I don't want to get caught out there.
No worries.
Righty.
You get it evolve.
Any good target for Fate of Buna? Where?
At the moment, probably not.
Yeah, it doesn't look like much.
You got some Bestigors that look like they're ready to be engaged here. Get those guys wrapped around the back.
Oh man.
How's the fighting going for you?
Got one unit already let off. That's
Good.
okay. That's what they're there for.
Let's get it
Those
evolved.
blasting charges are pretty rough and tumble.
Yeah, they do some heavy lifting in the front here. All right, so we're gonna run away here, try and throwing axes are picking apart in some of these greatswords here, which is good. So it looks like we're getting a decent spread here. The dwarf army is definitely gonna hopefully be overrun when the Bestigors.
Oops.
Well, the Bestigors are kind of split. It looks like. Yeah, the Empire army's over chasing a little bit, so I should be able to get into the archers here and take them out.
Spawns up in that ass.
Chaos spawns. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Okay, the Minotaurs I need to pull in. I was being really cautious
I'm
with
using
them.
my Raiders and those greatswords to try and help you out, but they're still getting focused pretty hard by those miners with blasting charges.
No worries. Got these throwing axes working on the greatswords on the flank here. I'm into the back of the Empire's line here, so hopefully that'll be some good stuff.
Yes.
We're chipping them apart slowly. Okay, those greatswords are going down. I have more sleep. Let's have you throw some boulders at the Zentlers Reichsguard. Yeah, it looks like you now have a pretty good wrap up there on the Dawi formation.
Yeah. Trying to push around with some Bestigors on the other side.
Good. Yeah, that Empire backline's looking a little bit buttered up right now. It's really cool. The Eye of More Sleep actually has a snare ability. It has basically the similar things like the FG of the Get.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really nice. Little fun fact. All right, so the Empire backline's pretty beat up right now. Looks like we've collapsed them. The Minotaurs are coming in as well, so I think we're pretty good on that front.
I'm gonna get my Raiders on these gyro bombers.
It's like
the
the
bombers.
Greek sandwiches.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was thinking. I was like, oh god, give me that lamb.
It's so good.
All right, got in that back line, getting up onto that grudge thrower.
there's just bombs going down. Just the dwarves.
Just completely missing too.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
Yeah. Okay, so we got this caster in the back line. That's going to be pretty good. I'm going to send the Minotaurs up to help out with the dwarves.
Okay.
So I feel like a lot of their missile threats have been taken out. Man,
Yeah,
those Demogryph Knights got
starting
picked to pieces by the Eye of More Sleep here.
Nice. All right, got some units over here that we're just kind of hanging out, trying to get them invested in this fight. The dwarves, for the most part, are pretty beat up now.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit worked on. Morker, it looks like he's over chasing some miners. If you bring him back,
I just brought him back onto some quarrelers here.
We're gonna need him to take down the mighty Belagar Iron Hammer.
Dude, that guy is just look at him. He's going after you too. Give me your wings.
He's waddling angry after us. All right, those throwing axes doing a really good job. I honestly think throwing axes are like one of the best units on the Beastmen roster. They're so good.
Oh yeah,
they're so good.
Especially like recently, I feel like they've just gotten better and better.
Yeah, it's kind of like Beastmen don't have a lot of good answers against like large armored targets. You have to get, it's very micro intensive, but Centaurs, like, what's cool is like I've won a lot of games with them with like the dual purpose nature of their, you know, because like basically they're okay in melee, so you can like use them in the end game to actually like finish off like armies that are relatively beat up.
Right.
Let's keep doing this here. Minotaurs are on the hunt, chasing these guys down, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. Oh man, Malagor is getting whooped on. I totally forgot. Belagar's giving him the business. Yeah. But hopefully, he's got wings. Hopefully he can run faster than the Dwarf Lord. I'm gonna go save him with my throwing axes and Minotaurs real quick.
Go for it. I got a bit of Buna on these Dwarf Warriors. Shouldn't get them out of the fight here. Okay, their Master Engineer is fleeing. Flee the city!
Fly, fools.
Belagar's getting the hooven hammered.
He's getting the hooves. Hooves are pretty gross, you know?
Dude, honestly, like, could you imagine having hooves? Like, imagine if, like, hey, dude, ultimate punishment, you really screwed up in life, you now have to have hooves. Like, oh, people will be hear you coming for miles, you'd smell so bad because there's so much dirt that gets stuck in them. Oh,
I wonder if they actually do smell.
Those axes just chopping up Belagar there. I got a Spirit Leech on him just because, whatever, why not?
Yeah, throw it in there. Got to treat ourselves every now and then, right? All right, I think that's going to be it. I don't think there's much left. It looks like...
the Arch-Lector lives!
Oh. It's Arc Lector? Really? Yeah. Oh man, look at him. I don't know why I say Arch Lector. Alright, let's get the hounds in there. Chew them up, boys. My apologies if you guys hear my fans going a little bit hog wild in the heat.
You know,
alright.
Oh.
Yes. Army losses.
Yes.
That's gonna be it. So I definitely think it was a little rough for them not to fight like shoulder to shoulder. That was... Yeah. I mean, although it kind of stretched us out a little bit. I was kind of... It might have been easier for us in some respect had they had like a unified army because we could have like wrapped around them easier, but it was a little bit tougher to wrap around both armies. But
right,
I still think fighting together would have been better, especially since the dwarves had like so many like expensive artillery pieces with the flame cannons and gyro bombers and stuff.
Yeah, interesting enough, though, I mean the flame cannon actually did a lot more damage than I thought it was. Like I saw the flame cannon, and I was like, all right, well that is what that is. But 62 and 129 kills on it. I mean, that's 200 units, which you ever take. It's not anything to scoff at, but at the same time, you're dealing with Beastmen who have such a large amount of low-cost infantry that a flame cannon can really kind of inflate their low, like, kind of durability. A flame cannon can inflate their usefulness, right? Like 100, yeah. Sure, 200 units, but they might have just been all crap.
Yeah, that's the thing. It could have been against just like Ungor spears and stuff. But yeah, I mean, some of the best scores took some damage. The blasting charges did pretty good, but again, like that formation, for anyone watching, don't recommend it. It's I know it's kind of a bit of a meme in the Total War world to like have the box and just like force your opponents to come, but it's not good. It's basically giving your opponent all of the initiative. It's like, it's just, you're like laying on your back and just like, you know, you go do whatever you want. I'll just be here wait, you know, like you got to kind of dictate some terms of the battle. Right. I mean, I guess with artillery, you kind of can, and it's, yeah, I don't know, but I still think it's a little bit tough to do that. But the Empire Army was definitely a lot of great swords. Those guys a little bit scary there for sure. But yeah, it was fun, man.
Yeah, I think that the big thing too is when you're playing with a 2v2 game, you have to make sure that you're taking advantage of the fact that you've got two people that are cooperating with each other. Like, okay, I did primarily the front line, and then you did primarily like the cavalry, the flanks, a lot of the fast attack stuff. So if you don't at least have a conversation or say like, hey, you know, I'm going to go heavy artillery, bet against that, or I'm sorry, go in line with that. You kind of have two armies that are trying to work autonomously, and they more often than not, just like this, get picked apart and eaten solo. So yeah, you were able to kind of like completely shut down the majority of the strengths of the Empire player, and I was able to just kind of wrap up the Dwarf player waiting for you to come in and help.
Just ransack him with the best, of course.
Bring the four hooved creatures.
Yeah, it was good, man. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, thanks for playing.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll probably have some more coming out here this week. We got tons of goodies coming. I got some lore videos out. If you haven't seen it, go watch the Angren one. We got our next Primarch series out.
He's pretty cool. Doesn't he have like nails in his head?
Dude, yeah, it's like they're basically like
the butcher's nails, right?
Yeah, they're basically like Warhammer 40,000's version of like dreadlocks that basically reach into the cerebral cortex and make you just want to kill everything. So you know,
okay, he was basically a corn berserker from the start, then, right?
Oh yeah, right out the gate, man. He was just taking heads and taking names.
Yeah, that's cool.
As always, guys, thanks for watching here today. Have a good one, and take care.
See you guys later.